courage as an entrepreneur. And I must confess I'm feeling a little bit of fear and a little bit of courage. But that's okay, because I'm a former full contact amateur boxer. And my coach said to me when I was boxing that I had the heart of a fighter. Because unlike my boxing opponents, when I got tired, I didn't ease off. I didn't back down, and I never quit. In those last few seconds that were left in the round, I would punch harder, I would punch faster than I had ever done before. Because victory or defeat can come in those last few seconds, a little bit like open heart. In fact, boxing is really great training for the world of entrepreneurship because you need the heart of a fighter there too. On the 10th of January 2011, I woke up with a high six-figure, turning seven-figure business. But when I went home that night, it was all gone. I was living in the Darling Downs in Queensland in Australia. I don't expect you to know where that is. And an inland tsunami went through town. My warehouse was in the epicentre. 28 people were killed, and it almost killed me too. I was rushed to hospital. The stress of it, I had experienced several seizures and a mini stroke, and I was just 36 years old. 12 months to the day of the tsunami, I was diagnosed with clinical depression, which ironically was fantastic because I decided that I would go again. I would pivot after I had enough. I was very tired. Sometimes though, it's not Mother Nature that takes you out, it can be human nature. And 3 years ago, I found myself a single mom on welfare. My 10-year marriage ended, but I have the heart of a fighter, and I will go again. This time, I built a six-figure business in just 6 months, selling from stage. I don't usually have notes, but there's usually not a Ferrari parked in the corner. And I delivered workshops, most of them sell out. Over the last 2 years, I've delivered 90 workshops in 4 cities of Australia and over 100 keynote talks. But there was a massive cost to my health. I was completely and utterly exhausted. I needed to pivot again. Now they say when the student is ready that the master presents himself. And it was Jeff Walker and PLF. Last October, I signed up for PLF, and I'm sitting on a plane in March of this year. It's 11 o'clock at night. I've just handed over my daughter to the nanny, and I decided I needed to be all in. This was crazy. So I went to PLF in Arizona in April, and I signed up for Launch Club. I had no PLC content written, and in 3 months, I had launched my seed launch for the very first time. That was 9 months ago. And I joined Launch Club because I needed a coach in my corner. I couldn't do it on my own. I was exhausted. But I didn't get one coach. I got 6 kick-ass, world-class coaches. Woo! Despite having a really small list and being a complete newbie to online marketing, 27 people from 4 countries and 3 continents signed up for my training. I did $26,990 in sales to my seed launch, and I know that that's really small sales in the world of online marketing. I'm a bit of a featherweight, a bit of a lightweight. But I felt like I was the world champion. I felt like I had won the world title. I'm only 6 months into Launch Club, and I know with those coaches in my corner, winning that world title is just a matter of time. Thank you so much.
So, lots of twists and turns in your journey. because Daniel and Paul just spent some time with you. I got insight into your. So, talk about a little bit about, because you lost the first business, you built another business, but it was driving you to the ground.
I was so tired that it was really profitable, really successful, sell out workshops, what a great problem to have. But I would sit up in the morning and I would physically retch, and my daughter would hear me and go, "Mummy, are you okay?" Other mornings, I was so exhausted, I would cry in bed, wondering how I was going to get through the day. And then I developed adrenal fatigue, as many people with very busy lives do, and a range of other health complications. So it was successful, it was high profile, the cash was fantastic, I wasn't on welfare, that's awesome. But stress had almost killed me before, like I had a stroke. And I didn't want it to kill me again. I had to work smarter, not harder.
And so now what's the path forward?
I'm just going to keep doing what you tell me to do. I had so much fun launching. When I allowed myself into it, I was like, man, this is fantastic. So the plan is to launch again before Christmas. I've had students ask me who didn't make it. They thought that the closed part was a joke. And because I had students in the media before the course I'd even finished delivering the course, they were seeing the social proofing, and so I'm going to launch again before Christmas, and then I'll launch again next year, and then I'll keep launching, and JVs, I had a launch echo, which was awesome, where I was invited, a beautiful man named Tony invited me to watch his launch, and I decided to participate instead of spectate. With my really small list, I somehow won an international JV.
And let's talk in that, and have you been able to pull back?
Yeah, so obviously I'm still traveling here, but I travel now by choice.
And this is a lot more fun.
It's so much more fun, and the big thing is like, if you're selling from stage, $26,990 like isn't a big deal, like that's a really small amount of sales. But the big thing for me is, hey, $26,990 in sales, and I didn't have to catch a plane, I didn't have to pack a suitcase, and I didn't have to leave my daughter. And that was incredible. And if I may, the other really super cool thing was when I looked at my video stats, and again, just looked really small list. But my first PLC video was viewed by 400 people. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but to get in front of that as a live speaker, that was 3 or 4 months work. So I just saved, because I was traveling every 2 weeks to hop on a plane. So it's just been life-changing, and I'm sure it will save my health. So thank you so much. I'm so appreciative. And I have to say thank you to the Launch Club coaches, because you guys just rock.